Welcome to the milk bar. 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 Welcome to the milk bar.
As our thoughts obviously turn to Christmas on this Christmas morning, it's only right we should be hearing from Steve Bentham. He is the minister at the Black Country Urban Industrial Mission. There's a number in the team who actually look after companies across our region. This is what he has as a few thoughts towards your Christmas morning.
Happy Christmas. My name is Steve and I'm a Baptist minister in Smethwick. I also lead a team of workplace chaplains across the Black Country with the Black Country Urban Industrial Mission. And it's my privilege this morning to share a few thoughts with you. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Some words from the prophet Isaiah. Lights, tinsel, turkey, all parts of Christmas along with many more. Many will have spent weeks, even months, making preparations and arrangements. Presents bought and wrapped, food stocked up, ready for the big day. So much to do and so little time. But what do we really celebrate? The nativity scenes showed the baby Jesus with Mary and Joseph in a stable, the only place that they could find in the crowded Bethlehem when Mary and Joseph arrived. Mary was ready to give birth and needed somewhere that she could rest. Luke, the gospel writer, tells us, while they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to a firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger. Later, they're visited by shepherds who'd left their flock, dazed and amazed, having heard the good news from an angel as the glory of the Lord shone around them. And then there were kings who'd been guided by a star, bringing gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. All very nice, but part of a much bigger picture. Christians believe that Jesus came into the world for much more than this. As Isaiah portrays, one who came to be King of Kings and give his life to bring a way of forgiveness and life, a way available for us all. As we follow the stories of Jesus through the Bible, we see the miraculous works he did, healing the sick, feeding those who were hungry, not just for food, but to hear more and learn more of him. We read the powerful events of Holy Week and Easter. We begin to see the bigger picture as Jesus died and rose again that we might know forgiveness and life in him. The real reason for the season, welcoming the Saviour of the world, the one who came to bring hope, life and peace to those who are ready to receive it. At this time, as we celebrate, take a moment to think of those who find this time difficult. For those who today find they're in a place which is far from peaceful. Reach out where you can. Bring that word of kindness and friendship. The love that we see displayed in the manger is a love that is for all. Today you can share that love and hope with others. The babe in the manger, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, offers you his love today. May you have a blessed and peaceful Christmas.
Thanks to Steve Bentham and for his thoughts today. He's part of the team at the Black Country Urban Industrial Mission. And hopefully Steve has a great time. I know he is got the service to lead at Smethwick Baptist Church today. So if you're around at about Smethwick at 10:30, he's your man. Go over and see the family over there. It's worth doing. He's a very powerful speaker. Now, it is time to get mindful. We have our wonderful therapist, Margaret Elcock, who looks after us on Wolverhampton Today each Friday. And she is joining me now for a bit of a natter on this Christmas morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jason. How are you? And a Merry Christmas to you and to everyone that's listening this morning.
Yeah, well, very Merry Christmas to you. And since we last spoke on Christmas morning, because obviously we're in touch all the time, and you bring us your wonderful mindful moments each Friday on Wolverhampton Today. But things have sort of moved on for you a little bit during 2023.
Yeah, I've had a really busy 2023, Jason. So having finished a master's degree in the psychology of mental health and well-being, I was asked by the University of Wolverhampton if I'd like to join their lecturing team. So I now look after a cohort of students on the virtual online master's degree. And I'm also doing my doctorate in psychology. So 3 years from now, on Christmas morning, you'll be talking to Dr. Marguerite Elcock.
Well, I'll very much look forward to that, and keep working hard on that one. But obviously, Christmas is an interesting time for many, and whilst we all suffer loss at different times in our lives, Christmas can really amplify it, can't it?
It can. Christmas is one of those things where I think we're surrounded by images of perfection. And when we had a chat yesterday, because as you say, we do talk quite a lot because we know each other, I thought about what should we talk about this morning? And I thought about, let's talk about the fact that Christmas doesn't have to be perfect, Jason. Some of the best Christmases I've had have been Christmases where things have gone a bit wrong. You know, the television provides us with all those images of enormous amounts of food and the perfect family doing the perfect thing. And it's just not real, is it really? Your Christmas is the best Christmas, is what I would say to people. If you forget to cook the sprouts, does it really matter? You know, if you drop something on the floor and break it, it's not the end of the world. So just have the best Christmas that you can and take the pressure off yourself. We constantly put ourselves under pressure on Christmas, don't we, to make it absolutely special, absolutely perfect. Take the pressure off today. Have a cup of coffee. My mug, look, this morning a present from my son says chaos coordinator on it. So be a chaos coordinator, but don't worry about it being perfect.
Well, I made myself a cup of tea, and I've actually left it over by the kettle, so it's already not perfect at this moment in time. But I'm sure whatever we do, we'll have a good day today. And so it is a time for family if you can, but if you can't, or you're miles away, just say hi and maybe send a message, and get in touch and if there's been issues, well, use today as a bit of a chance to get past all of that and say hello and tell someone how much you care.
That's really important. Reaching out, I think, is really, really important. It's Christmas. It absolutely doesn't matter today. Heal those rifts, talk to people in the spirit of coming together. It's a big, difficult, chaotic world. And if you can reach out to somebody today, just say hello. Even if you go for a walk this afternoon, you know what, and say hello to somebody in the street, it might make their day. You just don't know.
Yeah, and obviously there are help and services available if you do need them. We were talking to Marie Curie pre-Christmas about what they have as a helpline, which is available from 8 through till I think 6 o'clock today. Of course, the Samaritans are there. And our thoughts with all those who are working in the likes of the emergency services, it's just a normal day for them today, isn't it?
Absolutely. We're very privileged in a way to be able to spend Christmas Day here talking to each other in our own homes. So all of those blue light services that are out there today, the ambulance service, the police service, really doing an amazing job because they will be needed today. We know that. And they give up their Christmas every year so that we can enjoy our time at home with our families.
Yeah, and that continues throughout the whole of the festive period, and you may be relaxing tomorrow. But actually, my thoughts are also with those who are now probably going to be working in shops and the like, as I think there's less Boxing Day off this year, whereas last year I think more people had a chance to have a bit of a break and family time.
Yes, absolutely. I remember, I'm old enough to remember when the shops were closed Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and maybe for a couple of days afterwards. And I think it's very difficult in retail services because, again, this is part of this modern expectation that you're going to be able to go out and shop and buy. Do we really need to, Jason? I wonder. And wouldn't it be nice if the shops were shut on Boxing Day so that people who've been working so hard in retail in the run up to Christmas could have a little bit of time with their families?
Yeah, and we can relax and have a bit of time with ours too, and maybe eat some of the leftover turkey, which I know I'm going to have, or possibly whatever it is you enjoy on Christmas Day. What have you got planned for your festivities today?
So we're having turkey and all the trimmings. There's 7 of us and a blind dog. So it's definitely not going to be a perfect Christmas because the dog runs into all sorts of things and causes chaos. So yeah, very traditional for us. We've got relatives and friends coming today. And then tomorrow is my favourite day, Jason, Boxing Day, because I get to eat cold turkey, ham, and just relax and watch films. So that's what I'm really, really looking forward to.
That sounds like a jolly good thing to be doing. I'm looking forward to working out at the racecourse tomorrow. Well, as I say, looking forward to it. I'll be working at the racecourse tomorrow, having a great time with my my friends and colleagues down there. So that's going to be good. And again, it is a chance to maybe go out and do something with family tomorrow. I mean, you pop some turkey sandwiches together and head out on the road.
Yeah, great idea. In the past, we've done things like going to the cinema, but then your cinema workers are working. But yeah, get out, go and stretch your legs, just go for a walk, do something that involves getting out of the house and off the sofa, maybe. Although I have to say that's a little bit hypocritical of me, because I'm going to be spending tomorrow on the sofa watching Christmas films, having cooked a really big Christmas dinner for people today.
Well, one of my first emails today actually came from a company who were trying to sell sofas, but felt I ought to have a Merry Christmas. So, greetings to them. And it is interesting to see the way that the corporate side sneaks into our Christmases with all the messages that we get this year. And, maybe switch off some of those and, know that even though there is a sofa company out there that loves me, there's lots of other people who probably do too.
Yes, I've woken up as well to loads of emails saying, Merry Christmas, I'm a very special person from a number of retail outlets that I've bought things from in the run up to Christmas. We can't escape it, can we? So, yeah, maybe put your phone down, use it to take some family photos and then print them out and stick them on the fridge and things like that. But don't be doom scrolling at the news. Don't be looking at your emails telling you that you need to buy a new whatever it is. Spend some family time today if you can.
Well, it's going to be hopefully a great day for absolutely everybody. So we still talk about your website, how we can find you online. If people do want to reach out, can they still do so?
Just at the moment, I've closed that down, Jason, to be honest with you, while I'm just getting myself sorted at the university. But watch this space for later in the year when I'm going to be picking things up again.
Okay, we will talk about that. We'll no doubt be on air with that sort of thing too. And of course, we'll continue to enjoy your mindful moments as I head through 2024, which is an unusual concept, isn't it? Because is this year 4 of you doing these?
Yeah, I think it is year 4. Yes, absolutely. I love it. You and I knew each other beforehand, and it's something I really look forward to. I hope people enjoy them. I certainly enjoy doing it. And I think it's year 4. So look out for 2024 and a very happy new year. If I don't speak to you before, Jason, and to everyone that's listening this morning.
Oh yeah, do have a great time. Enjoy your festivities today with you and all the gang, whichever one of them causes the most trouble. I'm going to guess it's not going to be the dog. I'm going to put my money on Julian, to be fair. So we'll see how that works out. Have a brilliant Christmas, and thank you so much for joining us and sharing some time on your Christmas morning.
And you. Merry Christmas to you all. Bye-bye, Jason.
And we've also got to say a very, very happy Christmas to the inimitable, the amazing, the truly awesome Debbie Huxton. And Chris Allen's with her as well. Hello.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. Happy Christmas to you as well, Jason.
Happy Christmas, Jason, and happy Christmas to Ewan.
Well, yes, and loads of people giving a shout out this morning, and it is a time for togetherness, whether you're listening in on the wireless or whether you're together with your family. And I think that's the important part. I mean, we're part of the family, aren't we? And I know you're going to continue that theme as you kind of unwrap Christmas for the next couple of hours.
We're just a warm-up for Santa, you know that, don't you? Santa's along at 10 o'clock, and we're just a warm-up. But we will be checking Santa.
He is flying over Mexico as we speak. He's headed to Mexico. He's delivered over 7 billion presents, so he's almost at the end of his journey, ready. He should be here, landing on Manda Towers, hopefully in time.
Okay, so fingers crossed he'll get all the work done. I mean, that's the important part, isn't it? Being ready for Christmas. Whether that means doing nothing and just winging it, or whether you're getting the sprouts together.
You know,
we do every Sunday.
You know how I plan programmes, clearly, Jason, from that one.
So what have you two got lined up for us this morning? Because I know there's somebody else lurking around in the studio, because we had to rearrange the entire studio there, didn't we?
We do have our chef with us.
We have the crew.
Yeah, the crew's here this morning. So what we're going to be eating, going to be drinking coffee, and Mr. H is here, who happens to be a chef. So he comes in on a Christmas Day, and we'll give him a big shout out.
Makes us a little brekkie.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll be eating. Oh, we might play some tunes as well.
And we've got some Christmas cracker jokes.
Oh yes, we have got those.
Of course.
Well, that's pretty much Chris's entire humour for the whole year, let alone just at Christmas.
We're doing a twist on it this year. We're going to do the answer, and then say what's the question. So we're just turning it on its head a little bit, trying to be a bit novel. We've also got some serious quotes from people, cleverer people than us, and their inspiration around Christmas time, as well as lots of Christmas music too.
Yeah, I mean, have you opened your presents yet? Because I haven't had a chance. I assume I'm getting some. I'm led to believe there's some of my sisters waiting for me when I head over there in a bit. And but fingers crossed I get some gifts. But have you opened your stuff yet?
No,
No,
that's going to wait
no.
till later.
I do know one of the ones I'm getting, but I haven't opened it.
Oh,
as yet.
Jason, wait till you know. He's not going to stop talking about this one,
No.
I think
Right.
there might have to be an application form.
Yeah.
Come on, take him out of suspense.
I'll tell you what, I love Australian MasterChef, and watching them cooking. And they got these little tabletop barbecues they are, and they're called hibachis, and they're used in Japan a lot, where they come to the table and they cook their meal for you. So I'm getting one of those. So I should have set the kitchen on fire by about 5 o'clock today.
Does turkey work on that? I mean, barbecue turkey
No,
for
it
Christmas
doesn't.
Day?
You can do a I don't know. Can you do a spatchcock
I
turkey?
think you could.
Yeah. I'm
You'd
not
have to make
trying
sure.
it.
No.
No, that might be a bit too adventurous as the first effort.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's going to be loads of people with air fryers this year trying to work out how to do the roast potatoes in them, so that's going to be intriguing.
But also, it's that whole difference between tradition and non-tradition. So my Christmas dinner will be fairly traditional. There's an added extra of lamb there. There is turkey. But Chris is having... What are you having, Chris?
We're having some steak. And
So that's quite
we are going to,
non-traditional.
yeah. But I was listening to Margarita earlier. It's whatever Christmas is your Christmas, you do your Christmas. don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it works well. I mean, I'm going for turkey, pork, and beef, and then it's the vegetables that's a fun one. I've got roast potatoes. I'm going to do some roast parsnips because I have 15p in Asda. Carrots, peas, broccoli, sprouts, and cauliflower, I think, is what I'm doing. Oh,
okay.
And I've got some multicoloured carrots as well. You know, the ones that are purple, like they used to be in the olden days when you were little.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which completely throw you.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try roasting those because I know if you boil them in the water,
Nice.
they stain everything purple.
They stain, yeah.
So I'm going to give that a go. That's my attempt at Christmas this year, and I've got to do the mince pie, and I've done the croissant already. The croissant are cooling, so that's Christmas breakfast sorted.
There you
Our
go.
croissants are in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Guess what, Jace? I've made my own cranberry sauce this year.
Get you? I mean, that's
Tastes
impressive.
divine.
Yeah, and
Tastes divine.
you sampled it already just to be on the safe side.
Well, of course. It tastes absolutely delicious, yeah. And I've put my red cabbage on just before we left. I've put it with bejewelled red cabbages in the slow cooker as we speak.
I was going to say,
On low.
it don't need boiling over on the hob, so I'm glad it's in your slow cooker.
In the slow
Are you doing it
cooker on
as a whole thing? Is that how it works for you? Or have you sliced it?
Oh no, I've sliced it. Yeah,
Is it-
not a whole thing.
No.
Yeah, no, it's in cinnamon, apple juice, a few cloves in there. Beautiful.
I'm going to need that croissant in a moment. I'm getting hungry now.
Yeah, I did as
Well,
well.
food.
I've not eaten a selection box yet this morning, so I've got to go and try and funnel those.
And what's happened to the days when you'd wake up and open chocolate at 4 a.m. in the morning? Bring them back. Chris, we need to start this tradition.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it works every time. Right, so you're with us between 8 and 10, as you say, warm up acts for Santa, but the fact that you've got loads of stuff to enjoy, a chance to sit down and enjoy your Christmas. If you're watching on Facebook at the moment, these two guys are not going to be live on Facebook, but you can get them online via the TuneIn app. Ask your smart speaker if you've managed to unbox it and stick it out if it's been a Christmas present this year to play WCRFM. DAB across the city of Wolverhampton, and globally via the website WCRFM.com, and of course on 101.8 FM. And that's I know that.
Is that all? Is that the only place you can hear us? That's ridiculous.
It's
We
there's
need more than that.
virtually nowhere. Is it? I think we should have more options, but we'll see how that one works out. You two have an absolutely fantastic Christmas, won't you?
Thank you, Jason,
And
and
you, Jace.
yourself.
Thanks for holding the fort.
Oh, this is it.
Thanks for getting up early.
Oh, I do like my early starts. I'm going to do a quick shout out as well. I'm going to say hi to Dave Bodison, who's joined us, and Merry Christmas
Hi,
to you.
Dave.
Yeah, hi Dave.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Christmas.
Right, we're back with something else festive in a moment of this time. Can you guess what it is? Have you checked the playlist?
I have actually. I
Yeah,
have actually.
we're ready.
Yeah, we've got our Bev. It's our Bev.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's like you professionals. I love it. That's on the way next here on WCRFM. Afternoon. Welcome to Wolverhampton's Grand Theatre, where we're here for a bit of a Facebook Live. We have some of the cast of Snow White. Hello, gang.
Hello.
Right, so let's start with introductions. We'll go front row first, starting on my right, please.
Right, that's me, isn't
That's
it?
you.
I'm Tam and I'm playing Muddles.
I'm Evie and I'm playing Snow White.
And I'm Ian and I'm playing Nanny Nolly.
I'm Elisa and I'm ensemble and swing puppeteer.
I'm Elliot, I'm also in the ensemble and I'm the puppeteer for Axel. So
And we're also both covers for Snow White and then
the
as
Prince,
well.
yes.
So, some good gigs and some amazing talent here. I'm surprised Axel hasn't really piped up on his own yet.
Oh, you would like to?
If he can join in anytime he wants to.
Hey man, so this is Axel. He's one of the miners in the show, one of the 7 miners. And he's just kind of the rock star, man. Yeah, he's the laid-back one. He just takes it as it comes. Yeah, has a great time, man.
Oh, good. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, we've had some amazing reviews for Snow White, including mine, and I love the show. You're absolutely amazing. Now, I'm just going to start with the writers, if we don't mind, Tam and Ian. Absolutely amazing work, and I mean, you've really done yourselves proud, haven't you?
It's great how it's been received, I've got to say. Yeah, but we're very lucky. We've got a great cast that are doing a fantastic job with it, and it was great to collaborate. Wasn't it?
It was good. Yeah, it was good. No, it is. It's very, like Ian says, it's hugely rewarding, really, when you see it all. And even I think we both remarked, didn't we, on the sort of second day of rehearsals, just when it was still in its infancy, but seeing it all played out. You just got the sense that it was all going to work to the vision, which is
so much so that you're back writing again next year.
Yeah. We need the money, Jason.
If you do it right, that's what happens.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Now, if you have got a question for any of the gang, we are watching ourselves on Facebook Live. It's not just vanity. You can drop me a message and give me a shout out. Obviously, only whilst we're live. We can't do that afterwards. We haven't got a time machine. However, somebody who looks younger than the last time we saw them here is Evie. And the role of Snow White.
Younger?
Yeah, you look amazing. How are you doing it?
God, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm good, thank you. I actually got told I looked older the other day from looking at a picture of Cinderella.
Liars.
So I was like, you look older. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, it's not true, not happening. But I mean, Snow White is a good gig.
Oh, it's an amazing gig.
And isn't it amazing what goes on stage and how it comes together? I mean, you're part of it, so it must be weird seeing all this happen around you.
Well, yeah, like Tam was saying, just second day of rehearsals, Tam and Ian felt it, but I think I felt it as well. I knew it was going to be an amazing show, and it only really comes together in, I think, 9 to 10 days, and that's including a tech week. And during tech week, you don't really get to do anything in terms of like performance. It's more for the the technical side of it. So the fact that it comes together so quickly and it's an amazing show is quite phenomenal. But it's testament to the writing and to the cast and creatives.
The whole thing. I mean, it all comes together, and the joy of this is it's homegrown, and that works really well. And also, I think we have something called an ensemble, but they're not really an ensemble, are they?
They're the heartbeat to the show.
So we want to talk to we've got sat at the back. I mean, Elisa, it's just truly amazing what the ensemble do in this one, because when you sign up to be ensemble in a panto, you think maybe a bit of dancing and a couple of musical numbers. That is not what we've got here, is it?
Yeah, it was quite frankly the most bonkers audition ever, because we had this sort of 10-minute puppetry workshop that was hilarious, and then we got the script to do a scene, and it was like sort of elf 1, elf 2. This is when they were all elves in the writing process. That got changed, but they were like, can you just make every single line a different character? And we're like, yeah, right, okay, different accent for everyone, different personality, right? Okay, and can you ice skate? Depends what you mean. So yeah, it was a bit bonkers, but we are doing a lot in the show.
Yeah. But the elves thing, though, that was part of the mystique and mystery around all of this, because until that video release of the Peaky Miners before the show, no one had a clue how this was going to work this year.
No.
And I mean, it is just it's just magical, isn't it? And the fact that it's got such personality in the puppets as well as the people performing with them, it's just Christmas magic.
Yeah, it's been really nice, I think, especially because I'm not going on stage every time as the puppets. I'm able to sort of watch it from the wings and seeing everyone kind of. Every now and then I have a little moment where I'm like, I look back to sort of day one of rehearsals where we're just kind of getting to grips with puppeteering and stuff, and now you see everyone kind of ad-libbing in their character and really seeing the characters kind of coming alive and stuff, and like you see, like you've kind of slowly seen everyone sort of become one with the puppet, which is the whole point, but because it was such a kind of quick turnaround, it's kind of happened in the show process, and it's been really amazing to see, actually, I think.
And Axel, how do you feel about the people you have to work with?
Well, no, it's great, really, it's great. I love all my friends, like Elisa just said. Something different happens every night, man. Honestly, 2 shows are never the same. And I'm just going to switch to my voice for 1 second.
Okay,
could take a while. 2 shows are ever the same. we've had to pick up a lot of skills very quickly. Like Lisa said, I walked into the audition thinking, brilliant, this will be a step, click, and out. I couldn't have been more wrong. It was not. It was one of the most difficult but rewarding auditions I've ever been to, and the same for the entire rehearsal process. Really, it's I picked up so much more knowledge and skill than I thought I would.
But you do become one with your friend there, don't you?
You do.
And it's not ventriloquism, which is because that'd be a blooming nightmare, the amount of movement you guys are doing when you're working with these fellas.
Yeah.
So that is part of the good side of it, and the amazing side of it is just the way in which they are just another set of characters. I want to know where their headshots are in the programme.
Well, so do I.
It is true.
That's true.
Yeah, big characters.
Yeah, I think this was definitely the most difficult but rewarding part of the entire process. We had Jess, who was our amazing, what do you call her, puppet teacher.
Yeah,
Jess Parker, her name is. So she kind of came in that first week and gave us a bit of prep ahead of the actual rehearsal time, just so we could get to grips with puppetry, because it is a lot harder than it looks.
But to pay testament to the ensemble as well, I mean, Ian and I spent the first week of rehearsals apologising to them individually. Because, I mean, the audition must have been like, you must have been thinking this is some kind of secret camera show. But now you've got to ice skate, now you've got to pilot a plane, and now you've got to do this. But the thing is, it's testament to all of them, really, without sounding patronising. Because you can go either way with that. You can go, all right, you're asking me to do what? Or you can say, this is, if it all works and I throw myself into it, it's going to be fantastic. And luckily, they're all absolutely brilliant.
That's what they've done.
And they're so... You know, the joy of this show is an ensemble piece. It's not for one person, it's not for one character, it's for everyone. And, you know, my favourite scene in the whole thing is led by the ensemble.
Yeah, and I think there's the moments there, you forget, I'm sorry, Elliot, again, but we forget you're there, because we're not watching you.
That's good.
We're watching the puppets, and they're just doing a brilliant job. A shout out to Mackenzie Robb watching in. Diane Bird said, amazing pantomime, best ever. Alan Prosser, great bunch of the fab show. Keep it going. Seeing it again on Christmas Eve. So repeat visits, that's what we like.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
From Alan Prosser.
Yeah, so
That's my dad.
Is it? Okay. Should have kept that one quiet. But shout out to Dad. There's just so much gone into this, and so much that comes out again on stage. And I mean, we don't often sit around and talk about the scenery unless the show's awful normally. But in this case, the scenery is as fantastic as the rest of the show is.
Phenomenal.
And there's so much to work with there, and it's interactive, isn't it?
But what's great about that is what you're seeing on that stage is what we wrote in the script, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything that's on there, we put in hoping we'd get it, and David Shields just gave us more.
Wow.
And every time another set design came in or whatever, it was just wow, you know, and so quickly as well. And same with the costumes.
Yeah, the whole experience has been ridiculously accommodating, really, because you know, when you think you have a creative idea, don't you? And then you go, oh, they won't go with this, and then the next thing, things have been put in place, which is a great vote of confidence. You know, and then money's been spent, and suddenly you end up with you see your idea sort of come to fruition.
But the bit that worries me is you've got this level of success now. We've mentioned the fact you're writing next year.
Oh, don't say it, Jason. Tam's saying this all the time.
What I'm going to say is, what are you going to write to catch them out next year? What do you two think you can get away with?
Well, that's going to be the title of my autobiography if I write. Getting away with it. No, do you know what? We've already talked about it. So all the best things, all the best ideas, creative ideas happen in Wetherspoons usually.
Yeah, they do.
There's one over the road then.
Yeah. Well, ideally. So we've already written 2 or 3 scenes.
We went over last Saturday, I think it was, for something to eat, and halfway through it was just like, well, what about so and so, and then we were just sat there. It was rolling out, and it was just like, right. So I have to go back and put it on my phone in notes, because if I don't write it down now, I'll never remember.
You can do that on one of those Nokia 63 cents.
Thank you. Yes, so, well, everybody knows how old I am now because I announce it every night on stage, so it's not a problem.
And as I say, that's in dog years as well, isn't it?
Thank you very much.
But it's the comedy that's coming through. I'm getting more messages. Superb Panto says Emily Firth travelled from Devon to see with all the friends, and some coming in from Essex, so they're travelling from far and wide. We've got Alan Prosser's popped up again. Evie, my friend Luke sends his love. Your biggest fan.
Oh, hello. Even my friend.
Someone Luke. Say hello to Luke.
Hi, Luke.
There we go. That's job done. We've also got Jane Pitcher saying fantastic, absolutely hilarious. So again, the reviews, even as we speak, are coming in thick and fast and really positively. So we're running through into January, and obviously loads of chances to see it. But when do you guys finish for Christmas?
It's Christmas Eve.
So that show goes down, and then you've all got to get to your respective homes. So that's easy for you.
It's very easy for me.
Are you living reasonably close?
No, I live about 5 hours away.
So
I live on the south coast, but I'm going to my parents in Sheffield.
Oh,
so that's not too far.
Nice little run. Travelling around for...
well, I live in Hertfordshire, so I've got not quite 5 hour journey.
No, but
about 2 hours away.
Yeah.
I'm about 3 hours. I'm in Essex, so.
And Tam, you just living at the car still?
Yeah, I'm just in a tent out the back of the theatre. Yeah. Occasionally in the car. Yeah. Actually, it's funny enough. An warning light came on my car earlier, which is really encouraging a week before you have to get home to see your family. So,
was it you're spending too long in your car?
So that might not be a joke.
Okay, well, we'll see how that happens. As long as there's no snow, these guys are happy. But we've got, say. But have you nearly halfway through yet? Have you come to
literally halfway through? Yesterday evening was our halfway through show.
And I mean and you're still having fun, and you're still talking to each other. So
just about,
this is all good. Okay. Just few thoughts for you as we head towards Christmas. Let's have a meaningful moment of each of you. All can be funny. Good luck with this. Can you do it for me? No. Beginning of Christmas, what's your Christmas message to the folk of Wolverhampton who have come to see the show?
Okay. Elisa.
I'll go. I just want to say thank you so much for choosing to come and see us this Christmas. I know times are ridiculously hard right now, but I honestly believe that this show can transport you for 2 hours to make you forget everything that's going on in the world and just take you away. And I'm so glad that you have spent your Christmas with us, and I'm really grateful. And seeing Ian and I were talking just a few minutes earlier, and seeing everyone's faces in the audience during the finale number is so heartwarming. I tear up most evenings because it just symbolises the magic of Christmas. So thank you so much for giving us that as well. So thank you.
I think just an add-on to that, just like how amazing the audiences have been, and the louder the audiences are, the better the show is for us, because it kind of spurs us on. And
totally.
Yeah, they've just been amazing. So
thank you.
Yeah. And I say the way you've allowed audience interaction at the right points is good as well, because the audience interaction is part of the writing too. I'm sorry, gang, it's not all on you. These guys make it happen, but you've got that so right as well, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah, it's part of the ingredient, like you say, and sometimes the audience dictate the timing of the jokes as well. You know,
they do,
which is where you've got to be on your toes. But that's good for an artist. You know, you can't just sit back on it and think, this works like this. Every certainly for timing the comedy set pieces, it's the audience are in charge of that. They're almost our conductors.
And certainly, I mean, there's one moment in the cooking scene, I won't give it away, where the audience have actually given us the gag, haven't they?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We didn't see it at all. We did it, and the audience reacted in a certain way, and then we came off and went,
"Oh yeah,
that's funny, isn't it? That's funny."
Why do we think of that?
I didn't see it. So thank you for that.
It's all worth a look. Runs through to the 7th of January. 01902 429212 is the box office number. grandtheatre.co.uk is where you can get your tickets to see this mad bunch and the rest of the cast, because there's loads more. How many are we all together?
Loads.
Enough, yeah.
Is that vague enough for you? I think
there's 14 of us.
14, including Adrian.
Oh, 15.
15.
And an 8-piece orchestra, so you can go we're up to 23.
Yeah, and that's the sort of size cast you don't normally get for Panto.
No.
You normally get. I mean, I know the ensemble. We keep having to call you that because it's what. But the other performers who are also the stars of the show, they normally get about 9 outfits each. Here, you've got about 4 or 5, haven't you? But so there's there's enough of you, and there's so many people. It fills the roles wonderfully. And who'd have thought we'd have ever seen Adrian dressed as he's dressed on stage?
And a big shout out for the band, because they are phenomenal. And how lucky are we to have a band of that size and that calibre?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And to see them as well.
To see them.
It's another part of the show.
I mean, that is just something you don't get. And we're very blessed with that.
Yeah.
So make sure you get down here, come along to the Grand Theatre, enjoy the magic of Snow White this Christmas. It really will make 2023 into 2024 absolutely magical for you and your family. You will love it. Thanks, gang. Thanks for having a chat with us.
Thank you, Jason. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Goodbye from the milk bar. 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 Yeah. Goodbye from the milk bar. Yeah.